They saw a masked rider emerging through the desert dust. A warrior so fearless, even battle commanders stopped to watch. No one knew the rider's name. No one knew the face beneath the veil. But when the truth was revealed, history remembered her forever as Khawla Bint al-Azwar, a woman whose story crossed centuries, becoming one of the most legendary names in Islamic historical memory. Before the battles, before the legends, there was a noble woman from the tribe of Banu Asad. The deserts of Arabia shaped her character. Honor, loyalty, discipline, and courage were part of everyday life. The stories describe Khawla as intelligent, calm, and strong-willed. She grew up hearing the names of warriors, watching horses move across the desert, and learning that dignity was more valuable than fear. But her strength was never described as arrogance. It was quiet strength, controlled strength, the kind that appears only when history demands it. As the campaigns moved toward the lands of the Levant, the world around Khawla began to change. Armies crossed deserts, banners rose beneath endless skies, and history moved toward one of its most difficult eras. The stories place Khawla close to these events, not seeking fame, not searching for glory, but standing beside her people during uncertain times. Then came the moment that changed everything. News spread across the camp. Dirar ibn al-Azwar, her brother, had been captured. That night, something changed. A mysterious rider appeared before sunrise, covered by a dark veil. Silent, focused, fearless, the soldiers watched in confusion. Who was this rider? The stories say the masked warrior moved across the battlefield with astonishing courage. Dust rose beneath the horses. The sound of steel echoed across the valley. Even experienced commanders stopped to observe the mysterious fighter. But no one knew that beneath the armor was Khawla Bint al-Azwar, not driven by pride, not driven by fame, but by loyalty and by love for her family. The rider moved through chaos like a shadow in the storm. Banners shook beneath the desert wind. Horses thundered across the battlefield, and the mysterious warrior continued forward without fear. The courage of the masked rider inspired the soldiers around her. What began as confusion slowly became admiration, because true courage does not wait for recognition. It acts, even when no one knows your name. The legends of Khawla were not only about battle, they were also about leadership. One famous story describes women captured during the conflict. Fear surrounded the camp. Hope seemed distant, but Khawla refused to surrender to despair. The stories say she inspired the women around her, transforming fear into courage, not through anger, but through determination. Her name slowly became more than a person. It became a symbol that courage and dignity could exist together. The years passed, but her story remained alive in memory. Across the Arab and Islamic world, her name continued to inspire generations. Some remembered her as a warrior. Others remembered her as a symbol of loyalty and strength. And although history does not preserve every detail with certainty, her legacy survived the passage of time. Because some names are remembered, not only for the battles they fought, but for the meaning they leave behind. Khawla Bint al-Azwar became remembered as a symbol of courage, modesty, loyalty, and strength during difficult times. And perhaps that is why her legend never disappeared, because long after the dust of battle faded, the story of the veiled warrior continued to live on.